Big news out of NASCAR. Time now for the Daily Fuel presented by Golden Corral. So when looking at NASCAR's newest rules package, which was announced today, it's important to note that this is not the exact all-star package we saw this past May. These changes come from actual pieces of those rules and pieces from select Xfinity races. Now, one constant that we're going to see is rear spoilers. They're going to be taller, measuring 8 inches high, and are going to be used at all racetracks. Now, events longer than 1 mile, NASCAR is going to issue tapered spacers to reduce engine output to 550 horsepower. At select tracks, cars are also going to have aero ducts to promote tighter racing. For tracks shorter than 1 mile, engine horsepower is going to be regulated to 750 horsepower. Obviously, this is big news because this is going to change what we see on the racetrack moving forward. We will note that we will see this after the Daytona 500 in 2019 and moving forward. Larry McReynolds, Mike Joy, and Adam were in the room today when it was announced. We'll start with you, Larry. I can read all of these specifics, right? And we can watch the graph, but what does this mean?
Yeah, I think I need to first start off by saying what we have on our racetrack right now is not bad. I just look here at 2018. We've had 29 races. We have had 11 different winners. So what we have is not bad. But as NASCAR told us today, no different than when a race team wins a race. You can't sit still. You have to work to get better. And I think that this is where it's been derived from. And it's very similar in some ways to the package that we ran in the All-Star race at Charlotte back in May. And I know when I'm in that broadcast booth or whether I'm at home during the second half of the season watching the NBC races, I'm a race fan. And I really don't care what the rules package is. I just want to see better racing. And we think about the Truck Series, and I said this, I think, back during the All-Star race. The Truck Series puts on a great show everywhere they go. And what do they have? A lot of drag. They poke a big hole in the air, and they're down on power. And directionally, that's what they are doing with this rules package for 2019.
So what are we going to see, Mike? I mean, what are we going to see on the racetrack? Is it going to look like the All-Star package? Is it going to look familiar to that, or is it going to look something different?
Well, the best thing is the cars will look the same all year, and that 8-inch tall spoiler, the upper part of it will be clear so drivers can see ahead and see through. That big spoiler means the cars will be able to pull up and pass easier. Where the aero ducts are used, it means that the cars will punch a bigger hole in the wind. So that should help bring the pack closer together. Now, once they get closer, and we're not saying it's going to be pack racing everywhere, right. Once they get closer together, well, that opens up another Pandora's box that remains to be seen what will happen on the racetrack when these cars all get in close proximity. But the goal going forward, not just for 2019, is closer racing and more entertaining racing for the fans.